Tom and Caitlin, by voluntarily submitting to this evaluation, the key people running Olmsted County's criminal justice system showed the one thing required to make progress, admitting there's a problem they're willing to fix. Improvements can be made to the system from the time a victim of domestic violence calls 911 to the time a case closes. Even the women's shelter, which works with the different agencies to ensure that domestic abusers don't repeat their actions. But right now, 57% do it again.
Even though you have good intentions, your policies and procedures could end up actually endangering victims.
The report says among the most important solutions is the need for evidence-based prosecutions so that abusers can be held accountable even when victims are too afraid to testify. The problem with that is, if a victim isn't able to testify, their prior testimony can't be admitted.
If we can't get in the statement, then we've got no case.
That's why an attorney's relationship with the victim is vital.
We need to help the victim understand why we do what we need to do.
County Attorney Mark Ostrom's policy requires his attorneys to contact the victim within 2 days of them calling 911. But that admittedly doesn't always happen.
I don't know that we've been real strict to make that contact. Partly because it's a tough time for the victim, too.
That isn't the only problem. What happens in here in this courtroom can be one of the biggest enablers for abusers, because when they're sentenced to jail time, they aren't always forced to actually serve it. The problem often happens when abusers are charged with a misdemeanor.
The danger and risk that men who batter, who are arrested on misdemeanor levels, are the same as men who batter and are arrested on gross misdemeanor and felony levels.
The only difference is that it takes repeat offenses to make it a felony level crime. When it doesn't reach that level, offenders are often given conditional sentences where they don't have to serve the full sentence if they go to programs. But Derry says no one is ensuring that those who fail to attend these programs go back to jail. This afternoon, Chuck Derry, the author of this report, invited all the agencies involved in the domestic response to learn about the results. Now, although tougher sentencing was a key solution suggested in the report, it's important to note that not one judge showed up. Reporting live from the studio, Nayela Charles, KTTC News Center.